Hey guys, Ginger here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my OWL's TBR as well as other books that I plan to read this month. So the biggest thing that's going to be taking up my reading time in April is going to be the OWLs, or in association with the Magical Read-a-thon that I will leave information linked below. I participated in this last year and I went for the career of a Hogwarts professor since I am going to be a biology teacher hopefully by the end of this year, college permitting and coronavirus permitting. But this year, since I did successfully complete that career, I decided I'm going to go for the more hobby / biology part of my degree, that is the Magizoologist. I am an animal lover, and so I decided to go with this career, and it seems like it's going to be beneficial for me because it is a career that does not require as many prompts to be fulfilled as some of the other ones. So considering I have not been in the biggest reading mood as of late, this should be more beneficial to me, so I am very excited. So I did not print out the prompt this year just to save a little bit on paper and money, but the Magizoologist career is linked in the career guide as well as all of the other ones, so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. But for my owls that I have to complete in order to be on my way to be a Magizoologist, I have to complete 4, and they are Care of Magical Creatures, Charms, Herbology, and Potions. So that is 4 different prompts, 4 different books that I have to read. I definitely think I can accomplish that. So I also have the list of prompts here, so I can share them with you guys, and also the books that I have picked out. A few of these prompts I have 1 or 2 different books that I might pick up just because I'm not sure what I'm going to be in the mood for, considering, you know, everything I'm going to be reading. But then I do have 2 books out of the 4 that are set in stone, so I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's just tell you guys what those books are. So first, the Care of Magical Creatures prompt is Hippogriffs, creature with a beak on the cover. So that is to read a book with a beak on the cover, or a beaked animal. So I have 2 different books that I could do for this. They're both fantasy. It's just going to be which one I am in the mood for most. The first one that I have picked out is Lost Crow Conspiracy by Rosalind Eves. This is the second book to the Blood Rose Rebellion trilogy, which I actually really liked, and some people I don't think liked it as much. But this is a beautiful book with a beaked creature on it. Very pretty crow, obviously. And so this would be a good one to pick up. It would be also me continuing on in a series instead of picking up more first books in a series, as I tend to do. But the other book I have that could also work is Nevernight by J. Kristoff, which I know I really need to read, but obviously a little hesitant. So this one is also obviously a beaked creature, a bird, and so this one is a 400 and some page book, and the other one is also a 400 and some page book. So they're pretty equal lengthwise. I will just have to see which one I'm more leaning to when I get to that prompt. I'm not sure what order I'm going to be reading them in, obviously. Next, we have our Charms prompt, which is Lumos Maxima, read a book with a white cover. Again, I have 2 books I have picked out for this, technically 3. I just started like 2 chapters into Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage, so that is a contender. If I don't want to continue on with that, we have The Killing Lessons by Salt Black, another thriller, white cover, very pretty, has some red on it. I don't know much about this thriller, but it was one that Books and Lala had recommended, so I picked it up on Book Outlet or Thrift Books last year. So this would be a contender if I'm in the mood for a thriller, but if I'm still on the fantasy train, I would like to pick up either the Poppy War, which I don't have picked out because that is a white cover, or A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, another white cover. I have a lot of white covers actually. Even the first 2 books that have beaks on the cover are white, so very much themed right now. But I had wanted to pick this one up in March, but I just didn't get around to it because I'm not in I wasn't in a reading mood. Hopefully after this Royal Weekender that's happening this weekend is done, I will be back in the reading mood. But I have plenty of books that I could use for this prompt, so definitely will have to see which one I'm in the mood for, and I plan to be vlogging this, so you will see in the vlog which one I pick. Then we have Herbology, which is Mimblis Mindletonia. I'm assuming that's a flower. And it is to read a book where the title starts with an M. This one I actually had a little trouble with just because I don't really have that many books that start with M. So I'm going with like the one that I could find. And that is The Martian by Andy Weir. So a sci-fi. I am pretty excited. I have not read many sci-fis in a while, so this one is one that I've heard lots of good things about and I've yet to read it. So it is going to be my definite read for this prompt, and I'm really excited to see what I think about it and see if I agree with all of the hype that is surrounded by this book. And I know I am very, very late to the game, but it's better to read it now instead of never. And then the last prompt is Potions, which is a shrinking solution, and that is to read a book under 150 pages. And for this, I'm going to be reading an anthology that is by a great booktuber and great Twitter friend, Hannah O'Donnell. The cover is here, and the book title is Fat Lip, and she was so kindly able to send me a copy to review, and so I'm really, really excited. It is about 130 pages, so it works perfect for this prompt. I originally was really stuck because most of my books are at least 200 pages or more, but when I realized that her book was that short, I said, I'm gonna read that one, so I cannot wait. It's probably going to be the first one I read just because I'm excited for it to help share a friend's work, and because it's going to be short and hopefully I can get through it very quickly. So that is going to be the book that I read for that prompt, and those are all 4 prompts for my OWLs. I do have a few other reading plans that I would like to get to in April, as well as if I just pick up any other books because I want to, that could happen as well. One that is super important that I get to is an ARC copy that I have received, and that is The Second Home by Christina Clancy. This is a contemporary novel that is about siblings, I believe, and they pretty much are dealing with past memories, and I think they're trying to come back together after some things happened in their history together and mend their relationship. So just a nice lighthearted contemporary. This is more pinky instead of white, or else I could read it for that prompt. I'm not gonna cheat. But I am excited to have a contemporary that I can read this month because my TBR is very fantasy heavy with some thrillers in there if I need a thriller. But I have been craving fantasy, so hopefully that's not a problem and I can just read a lot of fantasy in April because I just really miss reading and I need to make myself do it instead of other things like playing Star Wars. I do love Star Wars, but I can read too. And then I am also going to be hosting my own little read-along. I should probably get those books. And there is a video explaining this a little more, so check that one out. But I will also be reading the first arc in the Warriors series, so 6 books that I've probably reread twice now, but I think I'm due for another reread, and I really would love you guys to join along reading my favorite series with me and talking about it and whatnot, because it just means a lot to me. I love it, even though it's probably closer to the younger spectrum of the YA books, just because of the shortness and like vocabulary, but the content, the characters, all great in my opinion. So I will be reading these and I hope you will too. So, like I said, I might be picking up a few other books. It's all going to depend on how quickly I get through everything else, how I'm feeling, how the world is feeling, but I do definitely plan to complete all of the ones that I mentioned, all of my ALS prompts, the ARC, and my read-alongs. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are participating in the OWLs yourself, link your TBRs down below or tell me what you're reading. I would love to know and see what you are planning to go for career-wise. Also, if you would be interested in participating in the read-along, just go ahead and check that video out. I'll also link it down below and let me know in those comments. But yeah, those are my reading plans. Thank you guys so much again for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!